When do I use 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, and 120 frames per second? If you're shooting a sitting down video like this, I normally do it 30 frames per second because there's not a lot of motion. There's nothing that I really want to slow down. When I want to shoot 60 frames per second is when I'm on a gimbal, like somebody's walking towards me and talking, or I'm going towards them, they're walking, something around those lines, so that I can slow it down, but I can still have that 4K quality depending on the camera that you have. There's some cameras that shoot 4K at 120, but there's some that don't. Like the iPhone, I'm pretty sure it only goes up to 60 frames per second. So if you're using your iPhone, I would use it for that. And then 120 frames per second is like super slow motion. This is very, very slow motion that it's 120 frames. So you can slow it a lot more down and you can get a lot more information as far as slow motion. If you're using a camera that goes down to like 1080p instead of 4K 60, I would rather use 4K 60. It just looks a lot nicer and you can still slow it down pretty much the same thing.